Hi, my name is Carlos Castro, and these are the 5 things you're gonna need to start coding. So you decided to get out of the couch, decided to do something for yourself. You wanna become a streamer, but let's be real, that is basically out of the question. With the streamer population right now, with a lot of people trying to make it on Twitch, you don't have any chance at all. Now, if you want to become a coder, that is a more realistic goal for you. And let me explain you why. The reason that it's more realistic to be a coder today than being a streamer is that there's a lot of jobs open. If you go to LinkedIn, if you go to Amazon, if you go to Google, if you go to all these tech companies are looking for coders today. Like there is a bunch of work for coder, entry level, experience level, because there is a shortage for people today. So if you want to become a coder, you will need to start or learning one programming language for that. And what is the one I would recommend for you to start working with web technologies first? The reason that you start working with the web technologies first is that you can get the sense of setting up your development environment. There is a lot of tools out there. There is a big community that you can start looking for information. It will teach you the basics and the foundation that you need in order for you to get better at coding. And then after that, you can just reach to other languages because you have learned the basics and the foundation with logic. Coding is just logic. So basically, you need to understand algorithms and you need to start understand how to solve problems with logic. So what are those 5 things that you will need in order for you to be a coder? The first thing that you will need is an IDE. So, and what is an IDE? I have to look for that because I didn't remember what an IDE was. I just been using IDE for a long time. So, an IDE definition. Let me look for that. Okay. Hold on. Is integrated development environment. And I'm just being real here. Something that I don't want this channel to be is like the perfect channel. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. Because I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, and I don't know everything, but I can definitely teach you what are the things that you need to do in order for you to get better at coding. We are gonna go through this journey together, and I want to be setting up realistic expectations of what you're gonna find here. You are just gonna find a real, meaningful conversation all the time about coding, how to get better at coding, and solving problems, that kind of thing. So again, going with the first one, what you need is an IDE. An IDE is integrated development environment. So basically, it's the main program, the main software that you're gonna be using to build software. So there is a bunch of different IDEs out there: Eclipse, Visual Studio Code, WebStorm, IntelliJ. But the one that we are gonna be using here is Visual Studio Code. The reason for that is that it's free, and it has a bunch of different plugins that you can use to enrich your development environment experience and to make everything more easy for you. Something that you want to get good at is that whenever you start developing, you want to use the shortcuts. You want to use things that help you being faster on your development environment. So the first thing that we are gonna be doing is downloading Visual Studio Code, and don't worry, guys. I'm gonna put all the links on the description below. this is the first time I'm doing this, so it's gonna take some time for me to get used to those things. But you hear all the time, right? You hear all the time whenever you are looking at other the YouTubers, and you are saying, "Oh, the link down below," but whenever you are doing it, it's not apparent to you, so you forget. So, but links down below. So Visual Studio Code is the first thing that we are gonna need. So the second thing that we are gonna need for our development environment is Node.js. So basically, we are going to be using Node.js for multiple things. What Node.js is a backend development environment that allows, it's a backend server that allows you to run JavaScript code on the backend. So basically, JavaScript is a front-end technology, but Node.js allows you to run JavaScript on the backend, on the server side. Okay. The next thing that you are gonna need is Angular, but we are gonna install Angular in a different way. And you may ask me, "Hey, Carlos, why are we developing in Angular? Isn't it React more popular these days?" And the answer is yes, React is more popular these days, but I want to give you a little bit more structure. React, we are going to do some things on React later, but I'm going to start with Angular. And as a matter of fact, if you just learn Angular, then everything else is going to be easier, because Angular is the more structured and is the more, I'm not going to say difficult, but it's the most worthy. It has, like, for you to be able to do something in Angular, it will take you maybe 30% or 40% more coding of what it will take you to do the same thing in React, in Vue, and also Svelte. Once you install Visual Studio Code, let's go ahead and open the IDE. Let's go ahead and click Terminal. When you click Terminal, you're going to get the integrated terminal here, and you will see PowerShell in here. And then what we are going to do is that, since we already have a Node.js installed on my development environment, I hope that you, when download Node.js and install it on your computer, now that you have those two tools installed, the only thing that you need to do next is that you are going to go, let's verify first if I have, what version do I have installed? Because if not, then I will need to update to the latest version. But I'm not gonna do that now, but I may need to later on check. So let's do node. Is that the command? I don't remember. Okay, so that's the command. Can you do node version as well? No, you have to do node -v to get the version. Okay, so I have 14.17.2. I think that's the latest version of Node. So once you have that installed, the one thing that you will need to do, you will need to install the Angular version. For that, you will need a package manager. So there is two package managers that I recommend. The first one is Npm. So Npm, to get Npm installed, you don't need anything else other than Node. So if you already installed Node.js, Npm is installed for you. So right now, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go back to the Node.js website, and I'm going to look for, I'm gonna click getting started. So what I'm looking for is the installation command. So basically, you will need to go ahead on, you can copy this or by clicking here, or just copying this thing here. And when you copy that, you can go back to your version, to your IDE, sorry, and paste that in there. So what that command is going to do is that it's going to install the Angular CLI globally in your development environment. We have version 12 installed. And the other thing that we would need to do for us to be able to start working with Ionic applications and hybrid applications, you are going to need the Ionic CLI. So let's go back and look for the Ionic CLI. Just go to the Ionic framework webpage, and again, the same thing. Just go click on Docs installation, and you're gonna find the same thing here. And the reason that I'm going through all of this stuff is that I just want to teach you how you can find this information yourself. I can just go ahead and copy these commands and all of that and just put it in there, but you're not gonna get the way that you look for all these things. And that's the experience that I wanna give you. Just let's copy this and let's go back IDE here to Visual Studio Code. Let's paste it the same way, and then we are done. After this, you should have your development environment already installed and configured. There is nothing else. This is super simple. I took a lot of time to do this video, but I took some time to look for the information and show you how you can get this information. But this shouldn't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to configure. This is all the time that I have for today. I hope you enjoy the video. If you like, leave a comment below, something that you want to see. We are gonna get into more complex examples. I just want to try to talk about topics here that nobody covers, because when you are looking for information on YouTube or the web, you can see multiple tutorials for all this stuff, but I feel like nobody covers those real life scenarios that you will find in the enterprise and how to solve those issues. So I hope you like this video. Again, if you like it, hit the like and subscribe. I still new at this, so chill. I'm gonna get better at it. So, but right now, this is all I have. See you later. Bye.